All of you write one line, new page, one line, write, don't show your friends here. Okay. Write the name of one person whom you don't like that much. Don't show to your friends, okay? Or enemies. Write somebody's name who may not be your close friend. Probably you have spoken very less, interacted very less. There may be many people, right? I'm sure everybody knows. Many your classmates, not that somebody who is not related or related, but now you feel, yes, I should have spent more time for you. Are you getting what I'm saying? I should have spent more time. These 3 days probably I must have forced, or by mistake they would have come in your company. Got it? I feel, yeah, I should have spent more time. Now you have only few more months. In your life, you may not meet each other again. Quite possible. Got it? See, I'll tell you, my son's marriage was last December 25th. So how do I number it? 23, 1, 2, 2, 5. DrTPS. You will see my son's marriage. So many, 6, 7 parties were at different places. In my home, what happened? I invited my 8th grade children, students, classmates, from which school I was thrown out. All of them are in my group. I studied only 1 year. I felt many times I spent more time. I don't know how that I am going to be thrown out. So the chance was lost. But still what I did was, after leaving, when they created 10th class group, I said, please make me join. I am not there with you on 10th, but I was there with the 8th grade, right? So 28 of them are my friends even today. Many of them are in high positions. 10th class group also was it. 12th grade class was it. My BSc classmates were there. All of them came and attended my son's marriage. How many years back relationship you can imagine? Got it? And none of them were very close to me, but they all, most of them, if they could come, I think they may not even go for the relatives' kids' marriage, but they came for my teachers who taught me from my childhood were also. Got it? And I wanted to happen it in my house, so I decorated the whole house in a different style. Like it was like you have in festival time you will have a lot of dhabas, right? So there was a chocolate dhaba, there was a sweets dhaba, ice cream dhaba. It was all separate. I went and stayed there and made my own huts, and each hut was one items. That's how it was. Everybody. Then that time they felt, during our class time we never had. So I want you to write somebody's name where you would have felt I would have spent more time. Another few more months are there. You can invest time. So write the thing. Fast. Don't think too much. The first name which comes to write. Don't think about logic. Just passion. Love. Your feeling should come out, not your buddhi. Don't think it too much. Leave 2 lines there. 3rd line, you write the person who is very close to you. Very close to you. Fine? So the first, you would have. Second, who is. Another 2 lines you leave. Then write, who is moderately okay. In somewhere in between. Right? Now for the first name put a dash and give out of 10 how much marks you will give to them. There has to be some relationship which is not very good because of some reason. You give some number. The best person, last person, the middle person. 3 different numbers. It cannot be same. So generally what happens is, the first one you should have something very close to 0. The second one you should have something very close to 10. The middle one should have something very close to 5. Categorize them like that. Understood? Yes. You remember, your name also will come in somebody's Correct? Now, that line which is left is to write something about them. Why? There has to be a reason. Without reason, nothing will happen, right? Now you have to write why. Why they are very close to you, why they are not very close to you. Don't have to show somebody, okay? I'll tell you, the method to improve your relationship with your family is also the same way. Write down, you may be having a lot of very close relatives, but you would have spent more time, but you are not spent. You may have your fathers, brothers, sisters, somebody who would have been very close to you, but you have not shown the reflections. It's also true with your teachers. It's also true with your neighbors. Got it? So when I said role, goal, values, all these means. And you will find why people evaluate you and rate you, because there is something lacking your value system. Work upon that so that you see that your people will put you on the second column. They will rate you good, they will put you good. Very, very important. Got it?
Yes.
Anything more to ask? Ask.
I just observed that you will drink only a single bottle of water. Every day is the same bottle of water. But why is it plastic?
I fill this every day and bring it.
But don't you think using a plastic water would...
I don't keep it. You can just touch. Even now the temperature is very low. I stay in an AC room. Number one. Number two, while coming also my bag I don't keep in the behind seat. I keep in the front. And the fan which is blowing blows it. And it keeps it cool. And even now it is cold. So I want some chill water. I don't drink glass of water because even any filtered water could. I go to different places and drink a lot of different waters. So what happens is my throat will go bad. So in the last 3 days I never drank water which is given in glass. And I make sure I bring my water and maybe I will preserve until evening. I don't want to demand water. So I am bringing from the hotel, finishing it, and that's how it is. Generally in my house I don't use plastic bottle. I've got steel bottles, 3 of them kept, and that goes in rotation in my fridge, and I drink chilled water. And I eat lot of ice creams. Understood? But I don't eat ice cream from out because it could create problems. It's not the temperature which creates problem. It is not the quality of water which is more important, that whether it is purified or not. And I told you, each of the top blue, it is packaged drinking water. Green is, do you know this? The water bottle cover will tell you, this is packaged drinking water, blue. And green, your Bisleri water is flavored water. That is my favorite. Because it has a flavor. And at home also I get bottled water. I don't drink what is available in my house. And I don't drink water which is boiled and chilled. I believe the water is natural. When you boil it, the worms inside will die. And you keep 1 glass of water which is taken from anywhere in a glass. Boil it and keep it in a glass for 3 days. After 3 days you smell it, you get a stinky dead body smell. Because all the worms die inside, right? But when I take tea, naturally, yeah, so many dead bodies goes inside. We can't avoid it. But I make sure the water is clean, which I drink as much. Otherwise, generally I drink 4 to 5 liters. But as soon as I reach home, I'll finish 2-3 bottles. Good, nice you noticed. How do you know it's same bottle? Could be different bottle of same company, same cover, right? Good.
Which hotel are you staying in? Which hotel?
Saravali. Your senior is running the hotel. The owner is an ex-student. So many people are talking. So should be louder.
Acharya, as you told that you watch many movies and read many books, can you recommend some movies and books for the students?
I think you should look at movies recommended for based on your interest. Assume that you are interested in debates. There is a beautiful movie on debates. It's an English movie, but the topic given is Mahatma Gandhi for the debate. Got it? I love Pursuit of Happiness, God Must Be Crazy, and lot of movies are there which are documentaries. Seaspiracy, Cowspiracy, and Best Teachers movie is different. Hindu movies, there are plenty of new good movies which came history related.
So which is your favorite?
Which one?
Any which is your
I like so many movies. Each one has got its own. I like Amitabh Bachchan, so I like Pink, I like Chai, so many such movies. I told you the other day somebody asked me, I said Chinmaya I like. The older movies, there are plenty of good movies. Telugu movie I like quite a lot. Malayalam I keep seeing all the movies. Tamil, Malayalam, Telugu, Kannada, Hindi, English, all these movies I have been seeing. Many of them in the cinema theatre. I go for movie theatres.
Thank you, Acharya.
I invest a lot of time on documentaries. See, for example, Panchayat, there was a documentary. So what happened was, as soon as I saw the documentary, somebody called me for a program, and that happened to be the place where Panchayat was shooted. So immediately said, I am coming. And I realized it is 7 kilometers I have to go by road from Calcutta to that place. A horrible journey, but I enjoy it because that's how I see the place. Okay?
So what are your visions about traveling the world? Traveling the world, what are your visions about traveling the world?
Major?
Visions about traveling the world. Traveling the world.
See, for me, I don't travel anywhere without a purpose.
None of the tourism costs.
Generally, I am not interested in tourism, but I get a lot of opportunities called for lectures. I'm not able to probably access most of them. Only when it works for spending some time for some purpose, then I visit. But I have gone to most of the places. I've gone to Hong Kong, stayed there, Thailand, Sri Lanka, Singapore, Fiji, Europe, most of the European countries, America. Only Australia I have not gone. That's the only place. But I have got invitations, but I didn't go so far. Canada I did not go. So Canada and Australia is better. I finished all the Gulf countries because there are a lot of Indian schools. And all the principals are my students. I give a lot of workshop programs for principals. And Kuwait, when I went, you can look at Kuwait, Dr. TPS, UAE, Dr. TPS, Abu Dhabi, Dr. TPS, Bahrain, Dr. TPS. You will see everywhere my sessions. And Kuwait, when I went, I was giving teachers training programs. So I go to one school like this, the holiday for the school children because all the teachers are there. Next day I will be in another school, so 18 schools in Kuwait I gave 18 days holidays. Different school, different days holidays. Probably first time in the Kuwait history that each school is given holiday by somebody when they visited. That was it. And in Gulf, most of the students after 12th they don't study in Gulf because colleges are not there. So all of them will go to different parts of the world. So I have got children in most of the countries in the world. Because at least a few of them would have been in Ukraine, some of them in Russia, some of them in Switzerland, some of them in Italy, some of them in Bulgaria, you tell me the country I have got students. That's because Gulf children are indifferent. And it is not all of them are Indians. You have got Afghanistani, you have got Pakistani, you have got all the Stanis there. All of them will be in same class. And they are much more better than most of you because when I chant one sloka, they will say we want to learn it, then only go. They will make me to repeat it, they learn, then only their pronunciation will not come. So they want to practice it. Today it is very simple and Google. I started going in 2000, 24 years back, when there was no internet those days. Come on. Your last chance to interact with me. Any questions which your friends prepared, probably they couldn't explain or you couldn't understand, you could ask me the subjects. Maths, physics, chemistry, biology, social science, economics, commerce, history, mystery. Yeah.
Yesterday we were discussing about the
Always speak louder, that shows your confidence. You know, when somebody asks, that means your confidence level is less.
yesterday we were speaking about the education in India versus the education in foreign countries. Someone said that in foreign countries the education is cheaper as compared to India. But in this course you said about India has knowledge more than, that's why they charge more, because they have knowledge about the cultural heritage and the practical knowledge. But what you have learned, what are your views on the reserve seat? Suppose I am from general category, I score 80%, I have knowledge, but in front of me there is a person of other caste, not general. He is having 60% more knowledge, but he is taking my seat. What are your views on that?
See, there is what is called a social justice. What is social justice is, we want to give equal opportunity to people who are deprived of getting the facility because their parents were not had that privilege. Actually, the present reservation system is not correct. It has to be economic based. I was deputy director in an office. I have got a junior who is in one of the highest posts, but he belongs to reserved category. But he decided his son will not be declared as a reserved category. You understood? So somebody who was in a scheduled caste, scheduled tribe. So in the social studies class, the teacher taught in Kerala, Andhra, Chhattisgarh, Uttarakhand, there are castes like a scheduled caste. Generally, they don't touch people, they don't mix with the people. Who is listening this? Who belongs to that category? But officially, he was not declared. That day night, this boy goes and asks his father, next time when we go to Kerala, take us to those scheduled tribes so that I want to touch them. Who is asking? Whereas his father belongs to that category, right? So next day my junior came and asked me, my son is asking like this, how should I face? You understood? So the reserved categories today, when they get into a financial situation, higher position, they themselves decide, they don't want the reservation. But there are many people who get converted there and then get a benefit of that. But that you must understand, it's only very small percentage. It's not large percentage. General category has got 60%, 40% is a reservation. Being in general category, I am not getting means you don't even get that category, that merit, right? No meritorious students will find complaints about it, number one. Number two, even there are 60 scientist vacancies, 6 of them are given to the 54 is for the general category, right? Why you are not becoming eligible for that and then find complaints? Actually not required. I also belong to non-category where reservation is there. Okay, but I have seen people who don't have such facilities. I have gone to places where I have seen houses where nothing is available. That is because their parents were not having that quality of life. They did not have that. That is why they are called. Scheduled tribe are those people, still they live in the forest. I have gone to such places. I have seen people constructed houses and gifted to them, but they don't stay inside because they don't have the habit of staying inside a house. Somebody gifted a house, beautiful concrete houses. And you know what they did? They removed the chalk out, shutter, everything and used as firewood. And when I went there, they don't even use dress. I have seen teenage girls without dress also there. And when they ask, this house is given for you to stay. No. They say, this is given for us so that we can be on the rooftop, so that when elephant comes, we are safe. They still believe every construction is not for living inside, but to jump up when there is. And the water pipe was given. Tap was given, they can collect. But still they don't use that. They will go to the river and collect it. Okay. And some water pipe was leaking. Then I said, why can't you close it? You know the question they asked back. You can close this small pipe. Lot of water is flowing in the river. Can you stop it there? Really true, right? Because water is flowing so much. They don't find a difference between water flowing in the river so much and here little bit is flowing. They don't understand the difference. Okay. So you can imagine such people. How do you get them into the mainstream? It's the only method. I stay in a place, my house, my village, travel little inside, it's all forest. I live very close to the forest. I had classmates, many of them don't attend the classes. They only come to school because the food is given. The free food, they come just for the free food. If food is not given, they don't come. And forcefully we have to bring them. And because I told in 11th, the 8th, 9th, 10th and all I was failure. During my childhood, after 10th your marks is very less. I don't get science stream in a college. So what I did is actually, the reserved category, one of my friend joined in science where he was not interested. I said join. And after joining, the admissions are closed. Internal transfer is possible. So I was in commerce stream, humanities stream or commerce stream or humanities, I don't remember even. And then we did an exchange. So actually I studied in science stream by adjustment like this. Because he was not anyway interested. And later he became a clerk in a village. I remember when his face when I am speaking about it. So I had a lot of my classmates, friends reserved. I never felt that they are taking a lot of advantage, snatching away opportunities from me. I never felt like that. I always felt they would have been given more opportunities. When I was doing my PhD, I had a student who was staying in the hostel free of cost. I used to get a lot of papers, because in PhD we get a lot of grant for buying such items. I used to give to him. I used to take tuitions for him because he don't even understand English. I taught him law. He was a law student. I was a PhD mathematics student. Actually, I studied law to teach those children. And then I decided, having knowledge in law, why not take an LLB? So I went and wrote exam and got my LLB. So I got my LLB because of the reserved category students. Helping them was my option. So it is required in India. Probably there are again few number of people who are misusing it. Misusing it by converting wage, lot of business, still the category. But that is very, India is a large country. Huge, So always there will be some small mistakes which happens. Overall, India is a beautiful country with a great constitution written. Imagine the country which is very close, which got independence along with us, is Pakistan. How unstable is that, you imagine? Every day you can see problems there. Every prime minister is removed by president is removed by military chief is removed by the prime minister. Every time there is instability, right? Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Burma, Nepal, though they are very small country, they would have been much better in position. You can see all of them are in trouble. Only one country which is very strong even today, India. Mesopotamia, Babylonia, you study all this in the history. You ask somebody to show that in the map, nothing you will be able to access because those names also vanished. There is only one country for long years with the history living still very strong. That is it. Got it? So be proud of India. Don't find small problems. I love my country. Otherwise, after my graduation, post-graduation, I got fellowship and postings in Canada. I didn't migrate. Said I want to be in India. Himalayam Samarabhya Yavat Hindu Sarovaram. Understood the meaning? Himalayam Samarabhya Yavat Hindu Sarovaram Tam Devanirmidam Desham Hindustanam Prajakshate. This is a land created by God. Everywhere you can see God. Right? Every river is great. Which are the rivers? Gange cha Yamune chaiva. Cha means and. Wherever in Sanskrit you get cha, it means and. Ganga, Yamuna is not. To get the flow, cha is added. Gange cha, that means Ganga and. Yamune chaiva, Yamuna. Gange cha Yamune chaiva. Don't just chant like this. When you say Ganga, I must remember I am in where? Kailash. I have been to Kailash. I took a pradakshina around the Kailash. I don't know all these places. Now when you go to Kailash, there is a Rakshasthal. Rakshasthal is where Ravanas. Okay. And you have got a Manasa Sarovar. Manasa Sarovar is Devas. So we have to take pradakshina around Manasa Sarovar. 54 kilometers you have to walk. Pradakshina. And that too in the chill, cold. And then cross it, you go to Yamadwar. Yamadwar is died. Then you have to walk. Take a circumambulation. Takes 3 days walking around the Kailash. I have gone 20 years back almost. Ganga, when I say, I must remember that is where it starts. Gangecha. Yamuna, I reached Delhi. Yamuna river. Close your nose. Stick here. That is where Akshardham is. The other side of Yamuna is Akshardham. This side of Yamuna was my office. So I was working in the place where Akshardham was being built. I was there. Gange cha Yamune chaiva Godavari. Where are you? Godavari, Andhra Pradesh, Orissa border. Gange cha Yamune chaiva Godavari Saraswati. Where is Saraswati? Rajasthan Gujarat border. But it is not there now. It has gone underwater, under the ground. So Department of Space, there was a project to find out underground water in those areas. The satellite image we found water available, connected to all those places. And those places when we connected, we got a beautiful river structure. Wherever underground water is available, marked it, mapped it, found a beautiful river structure, and we found that this is what Saraswati river is, which went down the earth 3200 BC, 5000 years back. Still it is flowing under the ground. Geographical conditions, things keep shifting and going, and going underground, new rivers will come up. Okay. So Saraswati is in this part. See, you are seeing the geography of India. Went to the east of India, went to the west of India. Godavari, Saraswati, Narmada. You know Narmada problem. Which happened to it. You can locate it. Godavari, Saraswati, Narmada, Sindh. Where is Sindh? Pakistan, not in India now. This poetry was written before partition, right? Bharat. Narmade Sindhu Kaveri. Then Kaveri. Kaveri is in Tamil Nadu. See the geography of India. This is how you learn all the river names. And small rivers, all of them are distributary or tributary to these big rivers. Narmade Sindhu Kaveri. Jales means Sannidhim Kuru. So when you take water in the morning to take bath, you should remember I am not taking bath with the water which is available in Boisar city, but water belongs to the whole India. Because everywhere the water goes evaporated, goes to the space and then become rain. So which is the rainwater? Rivers of India, oceans of India. What a great concept is that. If you don't learn social science in your classroom, learn in the bathroom. River names, mountain names, all these are part of our daily rituals. Should read, understand. Once upon a time, learning science, physics was our prayer. You will see a lot of people. Tourism of India, what you will see? Some sannyasi, half naked, taking little bit of water, pouring it back in the river. Have you seen this?
Yes.
You know, during that time, Surya Namaskaram, there is a chanting. Yojananam Sahasre Dveshate Dveja Yojane. What does it mean? Yojana is 12.11 kilometers. Okay. 2202 Yojana. That is what just now I said. 2202 multiplied by 12.11. So when you compute this, the distance is given. Oh my son, you are traveling this much distance. In what time? Ena nimishathena. Half of a nimisha. What is one nimisha? The time taken for your eyelid to go up and down. Half of that time is 0.14 seconds. Distance is given, time is given. Every physics student immediately will compute what? Speed. That is velocity of light. Are you getting? So what is the tourism department? A Swamiji putting little bit of water there and Surya Namaskaram chanting. What does it mean? Physics. Yojananam Sahasre Dveshate Dveja Yojane Ekena Nimishathena Kramamana Namastute. Which comes in that kramam, that order, that velocity. Oh, salute you, my son. Physics. And after that, you go to a temple to do puja. The puja will keep chanting some mantras. Listen carefully. That will be mathematics. Ekam cha dasham cha shadam cha sahasram cha ayudam cha priyudam cha diyudam cha kaidam cha vaidam cha tatrayudam cha. It goes like this. In some places they will say ekachave drishyachave panchachave saptachave ekachave triyodaşave. You know what does it mean? Ekam, dvayam, triyam, chaturvyam, pancham, shasham, sahyam, satyam, avyayam, adhyayam, 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 adhy 3, 5, Punjab, Saptam 7, arithmetic progression. One chapter of maths is over. Some call it as like arithmetic progression and for them geometric progression. Ekam, Dasham, 10, Shatam, 100, Sahasram, Ayudam, 10,000, Prayudam, Kayudam, Vaidam, Chaidam, it goes up to 10 power 53. Whereas the Western people knows only 1, 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million, 10 million, 100 million, 1 billion, 1 billion, 10 billion, 100 billion, trillion, finished. Then trillion, billion, billion, trillion only they will repeat. They only know 3 plus 4, 7 names only. Rest of the names they keep repeat. But India had names for each number up to 10 power 53 when other part of the world don't even know how to 1, 2, 3. Which country is great? Lift your hand and say, well done my seniors. And who wrote all this? My grandfather, your grandfather, our grandfather. Are you getting what I am saying? Yes. Who wrote all these poems? You should tell my grandfather wrote it, my grandfather wrote it. Correct? Yes. Should we learn this or some other country should learn and teach us? Whichever place, wherever you go, you must be able to tell them. Yes. You come to Tarapur, look at the nuclear power plant, the shape of the dome shape, that is Shiva Linga shape. All nuclear power plant shape will be Shiva Linga place. Because that is the most suitable geometry to preserve energy. How the Shiva Linga shape is given to Shiva Linga and the same shape is used by power plant. You can imagine the most powerful deity Shiva, who was given a shape of Shiva Linga by whom? Our ancestors. No other shape in the world anybody could find out much better to conserve energy. Economics and commerce. Who was the first economics and commerce man in the world? Chanakya. Who said that? Lovely. Chanakya. You know what he said? How much is to be paid to a clerk? How much interest has to be given when you give a loan for starting a school, starting a business? The difference is also written in the Arthashastra. It is not learning economics and commerce alone. How to start a mine, how to process the chemistry there, how to run the industry there, and how to market and make profit. Everything is there in Arthashastra. Arthashastra is not just Arthashastra. And we belong to that category. And they invested a lot of time for writing it. Are you investing time or wasting time? So much to learn. So much to learn, right? When do you learn? Now. Google. Everything should be in Google. Start learning. You can see chemistry, you can see physics, you can see economics, you can see most of the subject in our traditional knowledge. Use it carefully. Preserve it carefully. Spread it carefully. We have a responsibility. That is called IKS. I am a speaker on IKS in India. Indian Knowledge System. What's it called? IKS. Indian Knowledge System. We had Sushruta, Charaka, Patanjali, most famous. Yoga. While doing yoga, you chant a mantra. Which is that mantra? Don't you do yoga once in a while? Yogena Chittasya. Heard this? Never heard? No. Yogena Chittasya. Chitta means manas. Yoga is not for physical exercise. It is for mental exercise, emotional control. Yogena Chittasya Padena Vacha. Padena Vacha means your communication has to be good. Your emotion has to be clean. Communication has to be good. Then etc. Vaidya cha. Your body has to be clean. And I salute that Guru who is a Guru for all three. And he is called the Patanjali. Patanjali Prapta. I salute you, that Guru who is the greatest among all the Gurus. What a great saint he was. All of us are responsible. Read, understand, learn, ask questions, spread it, teach. It's the time to start. But all the best. God bless you. Enjoy life. Learn as much as you can. If you don't learn now, you miss the bus. You can never learn again. Up to 12th class, whatever you study, the 12th class book, reading every bit of it, only now you can. After 12th class, the book is gone, right? So reading the book is like going for a tourism, seeing the last scene in that place. So read from beginning to the end, the whole book. Make it your knowledge. That's more important. Okay?